we're gonna talk about the card. We're gonna move on. Actually, I guess before we move on, we need to talk about what do you guys think. Let us know what you guys think. What do you think about casual v competitive? Are we right? Are we wrong? Am I right? Wrong? What do you think?
Turtle dude, say I don't care. I think it'll be funny.
I think it'd be hilarious if he like feels extremely strongly one way or another.
And at the end of it, Jim's correct. I don't care.
All right. We're going to talk about now the card of the week. We've decided we're going to talk about a Star Wars Unlimited card. This is an interesting card. Okay, my wife really needs to just stop texting me right now. I'm going to turn it on Do Not Disturb. Thank you.
We're working.
Yes, that was my wife texting me. Oh, we're having a good time. Holy
No
cow.
one's safe.
Okay. Okay, this card, it looks interesting. I'm curious as to Jim's thought on this. All right. So the card is Lando Calrissian. Okay. Yeah. He's cunning and heroism. Yeah, cunning and heroism. Okay. 6 cost, ground unit, 6 cost. He's a 6/5 fringe official ground unit. He has Saboteur, and for those of you who don't remember, Saboteur is when this unit attacks, ignore Sentinel, and defeat the defender's shields. I love the Saboteur keyword.
It's great.
And then he has an ETB, a when played, return up to 2 friendly resources to their owner's hands. It's a rare card. Yeah, so Rogue, Jim, what's your first take on this?
Dude, when I first read this, I'm like, why would I ever play this? Why am I ever going to want to return 2 of my resources to my hand? Except, I mean, there could be some times where you're like, I kind of want this card back. I was going to say,
the first thing you got to talk about, right, is the resource system. Yeah. Like, you're using your cards as resources, okay? Yep. And what's the one big... So, you know, we've talked about the whole resource thing many, many times, right? Yeah. How we... flooded, resource flooded, lands and land screwed, all that good stuff with magic, right? But now with a type of system where your cards are your resources, you're going to be put in a situation where I have to resource this card, but I don't really want to because I want the card to be able to play. Now this is the type of effect where you can bounce that stuff during. So maybe the couple turns before, you're like, I really want, this is like, it's a 2 of in the deck, but I cannot play this right now. Everything else is too good to have. I need to put this card out.
Or don't be afraid to put down like a 1 of that you're playing in your deck. Because you can just get it back.
You can just get it back, right? And so I think in a game like Star Wars Unlimited, it makes this type of resource bounce or defeat thing with Han Solo as well much more interesting because, hey, now my resource row, it's going to be moving all over the place.
Yeah. Manipulate the heck out of it.
So Lando, like base, Lando's a 6/5 for 6 with Saboteur. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, right? Maybe it's slightly less better than a typical base, right? 6/6 for 6 would be typical in most games, right?
I think I'd rather have this over a 6/6 for 6.
You think
in terms of because that Saboteur ability is really
nice. 100%.
Real nice.
I was gonna say because that's what I think like gets taken away. Like that's they took that 1 defense away, but give me Saboteur for 1 defense. Okay, I will take that absolutely. But that when played ability, oh man, like it's not really a downside. It's not at all because it's up to. It's not return 2. It's return up to 2.
Card's broken.
Wait, did you just think about that?
I thought it was return 2. I mean, reading's difficult. But yeah. I mean, that's actually real sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, at first I'm like, why would I play this? It's essentially setting me back turns, but it's
kind of not.
That card's pretty good.
It's
guys.
not. Yeah, it's return up to. Okay, I will return because I will return 0.
Return 0.
I will return 0. I will return 1.
Yeah.
Because again, it's like, why do I want to deramp myself?
Exactly.
But if it's in the later stages and you're like, I've got enough resources on board and I know this card's here. Yeah. And you can look at your cards. I think like you can look at what's down in your resources. Yeah. So you know what's there. Yeah. Your opponent doesn't know. So you could be, dude, like you can use, like there's now going to be an archetype where you can use your resource row as your second hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sign me up, dude.
It's pretty cool.
It's a hand now that my opponent can't really touch unless we get cards that interact, which I'm sure we will, but still, like normally it's going to be easier for me to interact with my opponent's hand than my opponent's resources. So Lando Calrissian, responsible businessman, that is this week's card of the week.